I finally got my hands on the new Avengers Endgame War Machine figure, and I absolutely love it. And I really wanted to talk about it in kind of different perspectives than some other YouTubers may have. I want to compare him to other previous War Machines, I want to try out some things with him, but mostly I just want to show, hey look, you can have Rocket Raccoon on his shoulder just like in the movie, except he's not the right colors whatsoever. Yeah, I really hope we get a repaint of this guy to look more Iron Patriot-y. I didn't really notice that in the movie too much because I guess the quality of the screen I was watching, or I don't know. I watched it in the theater. Don't think I watched it online or anything, but I just didn't notice. But then again, I'm not really good with colors. But yeah, this is just normal War Machine colors. It's not, you know, the kind of Iron Patriot colors he did have in the movie. So hopefully down the line we get a repaint. There is a slight like proportional difference with the neck and everything from the movie. Here, just kind of zooming in, just giving you a comparison. There you can kind of see. It's slightly, kind of a little different, but not too much. It's not too drastic. But yeah, I just hope we get a repaint. That's really all I need. But yeah, I still love this figure though, to death. It's really great. One of the best War Machines they have put out in pretty much ever. Even though I love all the War Machines. So let's actually just start comparing War Machine series with the War Machine Mark 1 from the 2010 Iron Man 2 6-inch line. The Iron Man 2 stuff and the Iron Man 1 stuff is slightly shorter than normal Marvel Legends, as you'll see. But this guy's also a big beefy boy, so you're definitely going to see the size comparison here that it's pretty drastic. Still absolutely love this figure. I highly recommend it. I think it's one of the best War Machines. It's such a good figure, and it feels really nice and solid. I have no complaints with this War Machine, but I still really like this one, but I do have a couple very minor complaints with it. Yeah, this guy has a lot of nice accessories and things going on. You can interchange that. Really good figure. Really like it. You can just see it's freaking War Machine, dude. I love it. Then next up, let's compare him to the Mark II War Machine from Avengers Age of Ultron. As you can see, definitely the heights match a little better here, but he's still slightly taller because this armor is just slightly bigger. Let's get a comparison with the other War Machine so you can just kind of see the height difference. How this one's ever so slightly shorter. But yeah, this figure's really good too. Kind of the most slim, basic War Machine, but still, I really like it. He came with an alternate head, this head, a head with James Rhodes' good old Don Cheadle in it. And I want to talk about this because immediately I was thinking, is this compatible with this new War Machine? And I figured we would give that a go. So let's pop this head off and let's see if, well, that almost fell off the table. And let's see, so this is how it, dang it, that's a complaint. These things fall off a lot. Very easy to knock those out. Anyways, here it is just resting on the neck. If you don't want to fully peg it on. It looks pretty good, but I think it does fully peg on. You just kind of get it pushed down, and then it's still not fully pegged on. I remember I did this once before, and it did snap in. There we go. There it is. It's fully pegged on. Rests very low on the body, but then again, he's armored. I think this is probably how he should look. I think this works, man. If you can kind of get over the slight detail differences of the helmet, because, I mean, the colors don't match 100%, and, of course, it's clearly not the same helmet design. If you can get past that, man, you can have an unmasked James Rhodes. It works. It articulates. It's very tight, though, so definitely be careful. Can't really get much up, but you can move it down a bit. So, hey, that works. That's nice. Let's get the normal head back on, and let's compare him with the other War Machine they've made. The Mark III from Avengers. I want to call it Avengers Civil War, because that's basically what it is. But no, Captain America Civil War. I have him here with a cool pose. I really do like this figure. Probably my least favorite out of all of them, though, just because he's kind of proportionally awkward. I don't really know what's going on in that area, but I don't think humans are supposed to look like that. But yeah, I do love this figure. The design is very similar to Infinity War. I'm a huge Iron Man fan. I can really tell the differences in designs. The differences between the Mark III and the Mark IV from Infinity War are just so slight to me. I just hardly notice them. I do hope we get a Mark IV from Hasbro eventually. I don't think the Mark V was even ever shown in a movie. And that's a complaint I gotta make about this guy. He's not the Mark VI. The Mark VI is the one that kind of has like that digital camo thing going on, and also turned to white with the time travel Pym outfit. That was the Mark VI. Technically, this one is the Mark VII, and it's supposed to have Iron Patriot colors. So this guy is very movie inaccurate. That kind of bugs me, but I kind of see this as like maybe an alternate take. Maybe this was one of the splintered timelines. Whoa! I don't know, but it's still a nice War Machine figure. I still like having it. So let's talk about the details on this guy, because there's still, I mean, the sculpted details are still pretty accurate. Like, the head looks accurate. I just feel like the neck collar piece could be a little more accurate. He has the same kind of details on his chest and everything. He has the 006, which is not accurate, should be 007. You know, he's got his guns. He's very beefy and chunky. Proportionally, I don't see how his shoulders are that broad to fit in this suit. Maybe there's something going on, but I don't know. He also kind of has some bigger feet, too, as well. So that's definitely going to make him a little taller. The details are really good, man. I love this figure so much. Even has a little bit of paint on the back there. Very beefy War Machine. I can see them repainting this as the Punisher War Machine, but personally, I would rather see them repaint the original Mark I, or just make a completely new comic War Machine figure. That's what I would honestly prefer. He's got a little bit of red paint in his gun there, which is really cool. I like that. And then these guns here, one thing I want to point out with these is that these are compatible with the kind of standard Iron Man blast effects, even though I think it's supposed to be more of a... you'd probably want to use a red effect, because it's supposed to be more of like a gun, not a, you know, not an arc reactor beam. But yeah, that's pretty cool looking. You can get those to work. That is compatible. And these things do come off, of course. As I said, they come off pretty easily. It almost looks like... I don't think he can really hold that. That'd be kind of goofy, wouldn't it? It's like a gun. I mean, you can, if you want him to do that. He can hold it like a gun. It's really stupid looking, though. I would not recommend you do that. Oh my gosh. But yeah, he comes with those removed in the package. He also has the gun that can come off. It's just on a ball peg, but you only really get a swivel out of it. The ball peg just makes it so it's easy to pop on and off. The details and the look is just really good, man. Let's move him. Let's see how he moves. So his head can look up a little bit. You can get a decent range out of that. You do get a little bit of tilt out of it, and then it can move down as well. You do have the shoulders. They can move up, because these are really soft pieces. Really soft. They're going to get out of the way for you. You also have a bicep swivel, and you also have an elbow swivel, because he only has a single jointed elbow. It goes straight that much, and it bends in that much, a little less than 90. The wrists are both in and out wrists, and you can get that much range out of them. Pretty decent. The torso, it moves, but it doesn't really do too much. I mean, it's going to give you like your waist rotation, but it's not going to give you too much of a crunch. The legs are surprisingly really good for how bulky this guy is. They move forward. I mean, they do kind of go a little bit at an angle, but they do move forward all the way, and I really appreciate that. They move out pretty decently as well. Thigh swivel, really tight double jointed knee, really tight, but you still get a good range out of that for a big armored guy. And then his leg, I really like this little detail with this piece kind of out. I do appreciate that. Then his feet, that's what happens when you try to say foot and feet at the same time. It comes out as feet, up and down, and then you get a pivot. So yeah, this figure's pretty good, dude. Except these things falling off. I don't want to glue them in because I don't know if I want to have them with these all the time. But yeah, those definitely... You should have used like the ball connection they did with this up here, because they probably would have stayed in way better. One thing you definitely need to keep in mind when you're getting this guy on the shelf or in a picture, this gun is going to block light. I don't know if you've noticed that in my review already, but it's going to block light and you're not going to see things. Because it's definitely bigger than almost all the other shoulder cannons on any other War Machine figure ever. So a couple more comparisons, just because. Let's bring in his wave mate, Mark 49 Rescue. I really like how Rescue is the missing Mark 49. You can see the height there. Rescue is shorter as she should be, and War Machine is bigger as he should be. And then, let's bring in the final member of our little Iron Man team. It's not the right armor, because Hasbro hasn't made the Mark 85 yet. But there's the Mark 50 from Infinity War. And these figures are way better than this. This is still a decent figure, right? It's just not as good. But you can definitely see the size differences here. How Rescue and Iron Man are about the same size. She's just slightly shorter. And then War Machine and Iron Man are, you can see the height difference there. So yeah, I highly recommend this guy. If you're a War Machine fan, if you're an Avengers Endgame fan, I recommend getting this. Except you may want to except you may want to wait for a repaint. It's up to you, but you may want to wait for more movie-accurate repaint of this guy down the road. Do it at your own discretion. You may just want to pick this guy up and play it safe. Me, I collect Iron Man stuff, so I was going to buy this no matter what. But yeah, a real shame is it's not movie-accurate. His sculpt is accurate, but his colors and his number just aren't. That's a real shame. Hopefully we get a repaint of this guy down the road. But yeah, man, there we go. There is War Machine from Avengers Endgame. Really do like this guy. I recommend it. So there we go. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my social media links down in the description below, as well as my P.O. Box address. Have a good day, guys, and I'll see you in the next Iron Man review. I wonder which one it will be.